Respected Dr. Sukanta Majumder, Honorable Minister of State for Education and Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, New Delhi. Respected leaders from our alma mater, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, both at the Central Council level and at the Regional Council level. The leaders of the associations, especially the 6 associations who has organized this program on the interactive session on GST 2.0 reforms, led by Association of Chartered Accountants of India, Association of Corporate Advisors and Executives, President CA Neeraj Kumar Harodia, DTPA CA Manjulata Shukla, President BBD Bag CA Sanjeev Sanghi, President CKCA CA Rajesh Kankaria ji, President Views Exchange Sri CA Rishi Khator ji, and myself being the President VIP Road Chartered Accountant Association. Welcome all of you to this August gathering on this interactive session. May I now request the leaders of these 6 associations to kindly escort our guest, Dr. Sukanta Majumder, on the dais, please. We'll start with the national anthem first. So I request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. Now may I request our guest, Dr. Sukanta Majumder, to come forward for the lighting of the lamp, and all the leaders from the association as well. बाद में होगा ना. Respected Dr. Sukanta Majumder ji, we welcome you all. We welcome you to this session on GST 2.0. And as we start the proceedings of this session, I now invite CA Neeraj Kumar Harodia, President ACI, to deliver his welcome address.
नमस्ते, सुप्रभात. आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है. On behalf of ACAE, BBD Bag Professional Association, Central Kolkata Chartered Accountant Association, DTPA, Views Exchange and VIP Road Chartered Accountants Association, I warmly welcome all of you to this interactive session on GST 2.0 reforms. We are meeting just after the beautiful festive season of Durga Puja, Deepavali, Kali Puja, Chhat, and now Jagdatri Puja going on. The season of light, faith and new beginning. So what better time to gather for an exchange of ideas and reforms that aim to light up India's economic landscape. We are deeply honored to welcome Dr. Sukanta Majumder, Honorable Minister of State of Education and Development of Northeast Region, Government of India, as our chief guest and keynote speaker. So let's welcome with a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Majumdar is a unique blend of intellect and inspiration, a PhD in botany and former university professor who now shapes national policy. His journey from teaching young minds to representing the people in parliament beautifully shown how ज्ञान और नेतृत्व साथ साथ चलते हैं, how knowledge and leadership can work together for the nation progress. We are also happy to welcome our council member CA Sanjeev Sanghi ji, our chairman of region CA Vishnu Tulsianji and other regional council member. Your presence adds great value to this forum. A special word of appreciation to CA Jinesh Vanjara ji, whose sincere efforts and coordination have been instrumental in bringing Honorable Minister Dr. Majumdar to this platform today. Sir, thank you very much. And of course, a warm welcome to all our past president, office bearers, executive committee members, and members of 6 association. Your constant participation and guidance keep our professional fraternity vibrant and strong. Friends, as a professionals, we are proud contribution to Bengal's and Kolkata's economy. In FY 22-23, West Bengal's direct tax collection reached rupees 56,422 CR as data by Times of India, while GST collection touched nearly 5,900 crore in July 25, showing healthy growth. And Kolkata alone accounts for a significant share of both direct and indirect tax collection, with over 16 lakh registered taxpayers in the state. Behind these numbers, sir, we professionals stand like us, chartered accountants, advocates, company secretary, cost accountant, advocates, who work silently yet tirelessly to ensure India's financial system stay robust and compliant. In a democracy, interaction between leaders and citizens is the heartbeat of governance, as Chanakya Niti also reminds us, Raja Prajaya Prati Karoti Sada Sukhamed. A ruler who stays connected with the people and earns their trust always prospers. This interaction between policymaker and professional strengthens that a bond of trust ensures like GST 2.0 work smoothly on the ground. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister of India, India's tax system is transforming towards simplification, transparency, digitalization, trust-based governance. His vision is clear: ease of doing business, ease of living, and empowering every citizen. Sir, this is the first time that all 6 professional association of Kolkata come together, and we represent approx 5,000 professionals across Kolkata. And as we gather here today, let us carry forward the vision with energy and optimism. Let us these lines remind us every step we take, every reform, every compliance, every discussion contributes to the larger story of nation progress. Once again, sir, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. Sukanta Majumdar, to all dignitaries and to every participant here today. Dhanyavad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neeraj, for your welcome address. Now I invite CA Manjulata Shukla, President DTPA, to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Sukanta Majumder.
Thank you, Neeraj. Namaskar. Dr. Sukanta Majumdar, Honorable Minister of State for Education and Development of North-Eastern Region, Government of India, New Delhi. Dr. Majumdar is an Assistant Professor of Botany in Gaur Bangla University, Malda, West Bengal. He was born on 29 December 1979, by profession accommodation and social and political worker. His educational qualifications are MSc in Botany, PhD in Botany, and has many research publications in different peer review, national and international journals. Into his credit, his area of interest is participation in political debates. His parliamentary constituency is Balurghat, West Bengal. His organizational experiences are state in charge of BJP, Sikkim, from 14th November 2020 to November 2021, state president of BJP, West Bengal from 20th September 2021 to 2nd July 2025. He has addressed the long-standing demand of the people of Balurghat regarding increasing the rail connectivity and development of railway infrastructures at Balurghat. Very fiercely campaigned about the various central sector schemes of the Government of India in the West Bengal. He has been successful in felicitating the benefits of many government schemes, including the PM Relief Fund to the poor and needy peoples. Member of 17th LS, raised 655 questions during the 17th Lok Sabha, achieving the first rank among the all MPs in asking the questions. He has introduced 7 private members, bills in the Lok Sabha on the chit funds, compulsory yoga practice in educational institutions, beetle growers welfare, Eastern Region Tourism Promotional Authorities, Fishermen Development and Welfare Environment Protection Management and Control of Biodegradable Waste, and the Special Financial Assistance for the Ancient Monument and Archaeological Sites in the West Bengal. Represented India at the G20 Educational Ministers meeting in Brazil on 31st and 30th October 2024. Visited to Algeria, Malawi and Mauritania in the delegations led by the Honorable President of India in 2024. Raised numerous public issues under the Rule 377, special mention 0 hour, and also participated in the discussions on the government bills, general budget and bills. Members of the department, related standing committee on the communication and the information technology and committee on the petitions. He has been awarded and facilitated 3 times with the Sansad Ratna Award. I think these mentioned achievements are the limited one. There are the many more which are not written here. We welcome you, sir, in our program for the interactive deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjulata ji, for introducing our guest speaker today. It is now our proud privilege to felicitate our guest speaker. And for this, may I first invite our veteran CA R.N. Rastogi ji to come forward and offer a flower bouquet to him. May I also request CA Jinesh Vanjara ji to come forward and the wonderful coffee table book which we have prepared on behalf of Association of Corporate Advisors and Executives to present the coffee table book. My request CA Sanjeev Sanghi to present an Uttariyo to our guest. And a memento by all the presidents on the dais. Thank you all. Now may I formally invite sir to kindly come forward and give your address on GST 2.0 reforms shaping the future of taxation in India.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. Namaskar. On dais, today we have Neeraj Kumar Harodia ji, President of ACAE. We have CA Sanjeev Sangvi ji, President BBD Bag. CA Rajesh Kankaria ji, President CKEA. CA Manjulata Shukla ji, President DTPA. CA Rishi Khator ji, President Views Exchange, and CA Neeraj Agarwal ji, President of VIPCA. Am I right? Okay, so other dignitaries are also present. And the thing is that yesterday when I was coming from Delhi to Kolkata, I was thinking what to tell here. Because as I have been introduced by our Madam Manjulata ji, that I belong to a background, such a background, to which the finance and economics is it is a little bit distance thing. And in front of me, the people those are sitting, they are expert in the finance and economics. All are CA, mostly are CA, and the other people are also associated with some kind of financial expertise. Now it reminds me about a story when I was in my college days. Few people used to tell that story. The three friends, one from the social science or social subjects background, one from the commerce background or economics background, and one from the botany background. They were roaming somewhere in the village. Suddenly, a garden of a flower appeared before them. So, what is the view or the differences in the view of the three people? Suppose it is a genda full, marigold. In Bengali it is gada full, in Hindi it is genda full. So that boy who was from social science background, what will he do? What would he do? Write few lines, maybe romantic, sasural genda full, like that. Now, the person belonging to finance and economics background, what he will think? Okay, so much marigold is cultivated here, how we can do the value addition? And we can form a value chain, how can we can export from that area to some other area where the demand is high, how much profit will be there? The problem with the botanist is that what will that guy do? First, he will argue with other two friends, this is not a flower. Genda full is not a flower, it is inflorescence. There is a famous dialogue in famous Bengali and its copy in Hindi film also, Chupke Chupke. I think you have older people must have watched it. Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra was there, and Bengali it was Chhaddo Beshi by Uttam Kumar. There was a famous dialogue, Geda Fool Noi Keno. Why the genda fool, that is the marigold, is not a flower? So that is from a botanist angle, it is not a flower, but from the other angle, the other two people, okay, it is a flower, and how it can be used commercially, that is the viewpoint of the people from the background you belong. So I will try my level best, being a botanist, to just recapitulate all these things, because these things are nothing new. You know everything. Because it has been implemented on 22nd, the very auspicious day for us, especially people who stays in Bengal, because we observe Mahalaya on that day, and that is the beginning of the Devi Paksh and ending of the Priti Paksh. So, as you know, this GST was introduced in 2017 on 1st July, and we can divide this era of GST or India's journey of indirect taxes into three spans: before GST, then 2017 to 2025, GST 1.0, and the third part, GST 2.0. And today we will be concentrating on the GST 2.0. So, next generation GST reforms that has been done into 2025, I think it marked the most far-reaching transformation in India's direct tax framework since it launched in 2017. And as promised by Honorable Prime Minister of this country, Narendra Modi ji, in his Independence Day speech, he pledged to deliver a Diwali gift for the common people, common man of this country. And this is introduced for the common households, for the poor and middle class people, for the farmers, for the MSMEs, and for the entrepreneurs of this country. While it will be, as forecasted by our Honorable Prime Minister, it will be that a relief for the middle class people, and also other hand, it will ensure the fiscal stability for the states. In 56th meeting of GST Council, as you know, chaired by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman Madam, these reforms simplify multiple rate structure into two primary slabs, correct anomalies that burden small businesses, and rationalize rate across vital sectors such as food, healthcare, and education, agriculture, housing, and the mobility. I think we can discuss, if we discuss these things with some examples, such as a new GST structure for the foods. So before introduction of these 2.0, essential food commodities such as learning material, medicines, most of these uh, items, they were previously under some high tax level. Now, previously there were 4 slabs, now it is only 2 mostly, the 5% and the 18%, and 40% is there also only for the luxury goods. And these 2 slab reform replaces the earlier 12% and 28% brackets, eliminating ambiguity and easing compliance. And I feel that this revolutionary thinking will increase the investment, and it will increase the purchasability of the common people, especially the middle class people of this country. And if we consider the state also, the middle class comprise of the most predominant part of the economic strata of the state. So for them, so what, thoda pani dena part. So for them, especially for the household and the food items, previously the ultra heated milk, paneer, roti, paratha, all these things, those are very much needed for the common people when they are traveling, especially packet paratha, packet roti, during the travel and all these things, they had to pay around in between 5 to 18%. But now it is 0%. And I think this, and this has been welcomed, this move has been welcomed by all the people. The household essential commodities such as soap, shampoos, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all these things, previously they were under the bracket of 12 to 18%. Now it is 5%. So packaged snacks, sauces, coffee, pasta, chocolates, even they were in between 12 to 18% brackets. Now this is all these items are under 5%. So affordability of the common people will increase, and I think it will increase the tax basis. The TVs, televisions less than 32 inches, ACs, dishwashers, so it has been decreased from 28% to 18%. So one hand, we are decreasing, we have rather I should say, we have decreased the GST. As a result, the purchasability of the people will increase. On the other hand, simultaneously, this lower rate on appliances stimulate the domestic electronics manufacturing, allying to with Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat goals. So, in one hand, it is helping the common people, middle class people, and increasing the purchasability. On the other hand, it is also helping the manufacturing units or the people, those are interested, want to be the entrepreneur, or those are running the, these kind of units, those make appliances, those are used in the household activities, that it will stimulate the domestic electronic manufacturing. So, similar kind of decision have been taken in case of agricultural sector also, which will impact the rural livelihood. In case of tractor, as you know, it has been decreased from 12% to 5%, and it will reduce the machinery cost of our agriculture. Harvesters, sprinklers, threshers, even these items previously used to be under the 12%, now it has been decreased to 5%. Especially, for several years, we have blindedly followed the Western concept of agriculture. And when Norman Borlaug first introduced the Green Revolution in world, and in India it is M.S. Swaminathan, so we have followed their agricultural procedure, and now we are facing severe problem. Even you have watched different TV program. One is run by Amir Khan. In that program, Satyameva Jayate, I think, he mentioned about a express that is known as Cancer Express, which runs from Punjab to some other parts, I think to Rajasthan, for the treatment of the cancer, because all the farmers' families, poor families, they travel by that train, and that train has been named as Cancer Express due to the excessive use of pesticides, fertilizer. So these are the side effects of the green revolution we are facing now. So we are trying to move towards the bio thing. Even case of biopesticide and as well as the natural methanol, even in methanol, you know, the better than me, the people are investing huge money because methanol branding is going on with the petroleum and others fuel, so that it will decrease the petroleum dependency of India. So biopesticide also, previously it was under the 12% slab, now it will come under, and it is now 5%, and it will encourages the organic farming. Drip irrigation, poultry, beekeeping, also these things are now under 5%, and this agriculture package reduces the farming input cost and support the sustainable practices. So I feel that it will give a boost to our agricultural sector also. So even in case of housing sector, especially in case of cement, I want to mention this. The cement under old GST regime, that is before 2.0, it was under 28%, now it is cheaper, it is 18%. So it will give a boost to the infrastructural development of this country. Marble, granite, also the tax has been decreased. Similarly, bamboo flooring, pallets, joinery, and the bricks job work, which will support, especially the decrease in the cement, GST in the cement as well as bricks will help and support the rural housing program, that is PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. That means within that sanctioned money, the people will have a better kind of houses. Oh, sorry. So even in case of, if we come to the automobile sector, the two-wheelers, those are less than 350 cc. The old GST has been decreased to 18%. Similarly, in case of small cars, bus, truck, three-wheelers, and the auto parts, and especially I want to give the thrust to these auto parts, because in case of auto parts, it has been decreased to 28% to 18%, and it will boost the manufacturing of the auto parts of this country. So these are the things which are very much required for the common people, because from childhood, as I belong from a middle class family, we had a aspiration of purchasing a car. So all middle class family, after getting a job, especially in Bengali families, or they have that dream to do that we want to purchase a car after having a job, kind of moderate job. So it will help the people, especially the middle class people, to fulfill their aspiration, one hand, and other hand, it will also boost the manufacturing of this country. Now I would like to come to the healthcare and the medical system, and the most important thing is there, the 33 life-saving drugs and diagnostic kits. Media persons are there, especially media person and the media of the West Bengal always remain very sensitive about this cost. Anytime the fare of these essential drugs increases, it will always become a headline in the state of West Bengal. Okay, this much has been increased, the people will come to the road and opposition parties will come, okay, Modi ji is anti-poor and all these things. Now, 33 essential life-saving drugs and diagnostic kits, previously we used to charge 12%, and now the new GST is nil. And I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister of this country and the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman for this decision. Similarly, Ayurvedic, Unani and homeopathy medicine, previously we used to charge 12%, now it will be 5%. Medical devices, those are very much essential for us. Thermometer, small thing, but very essential. Then oxygen, we used to charge 18%, now it has been decreased to 5%. It's a huge jump from 18 to 5%. Then the spectacles, the vision related products, it was charged, all these things were charged around 28%. Now it has been more affordable as the new GST, under new GST regime, it will be 5% only. So 23% decrease should be there in the in prices of this. And the most important thing, this is the health and life insurance premiums. Previously, we used to charge 18% under old GST regime, now it is nil. And it was criticized previously by several people. I want to share one my personal experience. Few months ago, I think 1 month ago, I think, not more than that, I was collecting some money to help the people, those have been affected by the flood in the northern part of our state. And I was collecting money in South Kolkata area. I have forgotten the exact name of that location, Bhavanipur area, I think, most probably. So I was collecting, and one old woman, I met her there. I was asking a small shopkeeper that whether you were charging the new GST rate or the old. So at that time, that guy told me that we are charging the old one because it is old stock. Again, new stock will come. I will charge the new GST percentage and tariff. And there one old woman was she was standing, and she was really thanking to me. Although I was not involved in the decision, but I am obviously a part of the Modi government. So she was thanking that my life insurance premium has been decreased, will decrease at that time. So would decrease, and she was thanking myself and Narendra Modi ji for this decision. And I think this decision will help the common people, especially the middle class. And not only that, this decrease in the health sector, decrease in the percentage of the GST in the health sector will fulfill the goal of Adaniya Pradhan Mantri ji, as he dream about the he wants to make this country as the pharmacy of the world. We want to be the one of the largest manufacturer of the pharmaceuticals. So it will help, this decrease in the tax will help in that direction. So if you come to the education sector, which is quite related to me, the pencils, sharpeners and all these things, previously we used to charge 5 to 12%. The basic, and now it is nil, and it will help the middle class to decrease their, the expenses in the education sector. And it will, this learning are the central in case of inclusive growth, as you know, the education and the childhood learning. And nil tax will help the middle class family. Even bicycle, we have decreased it 12% to 5%. It will provide the better mobility to the students of this state as well as this country. So similar kind of decrease in all the sector happen, and I will use the term Sarva Bhuteshu. This GST reform touched every corner of the life, from starting from the drone to the thermometer. So every corner, this revolutionary decision I will designate is because this decision has been taken by the Honorable Prime Minister, and as per his promise on the Independence Day, and it will create an environment which will be business friendly, and I feel that the investment will increase, and middle class people, poor people will be benefited by these reforms. If we want to compare anything, so we have to had a past record, otherwise we cannot understand whether we are doing good job or not doing a good job. So I would like to just cite some example from the previous era, that when the government was not ours, and government Narendra Modi ji has not taken the charge of this country. Before 2004 to 14, it was fragmented multiple taxes, excise, VAT, etc., service tax, entry tax, all these kind of taxes are there. So after 14, especially from 17, 1st July, it is unified, and distinction based goods and service tax, and rate structure during that regime, it varied across the state because total 17 taxes were there and 13 cesses throughout the country. So all subsumed into this GST when it was introduced in 2017. And this varied, as I mentioned, it varied across the state, the rate as high as 30 to 35%. So after introduction of GST, it has been harmonized. Slab, it may be 0%, 5%, 18%, and for the luxury goods, it is 40%. Then compliance, if we compare about the compliance, it was manual filing, limited limited credit system, and now it is fully digital via GSTN, online returns, AI-enabled fraud detection. So even in case of input tax credit, in case of UP regime, restricted led to the cascading tax on tax, and now it is seamless and ITC across supply chains, no duplication. So these are the benefits we are having. And if we consider product wise, suppose milk, paneer and curd, it was taxed around 18% during the UPA tax regime. Now it is tax free totally. Toothpaste, shampoo, soap. So if we add all taxes of that time, it was around 30%. Now only the common people, they have to pay 5% only. Restaurant at that time, we used to pay 21%. Now it is 5%. Cement 30% at that time. Now it is 18%. Cosmetic 30%. It is very, very, very beneficial for the girls. 30%. Now it is only 5%. Fertilizer 12%. Now it is 5%. And sanitary pad, most importantly, previously we used to charge 13% during the UPA regime. Now, after the 2.0, GST 2.0, the only, it is tax-free, totally tax-free. Even several times, not only our government, several other governments are criticized for this taxation on the sanitary napkin. Now, it is totally tax-free. So, my observation is that this will increase the taxpayer base as expected from 65 lakhs in 2014 to 1.51 crore in 2025. That is almost a 132% rise. Gross GST receipts increased from 7.19 lakh crore in 2018 to 22.08 lakh crore in 2025, a 207%, that means 207% surge. Refund timelines, now 90% of the refund issues are found, improving the liquidity of our MSMEs. The digitalization, as you know, the automated registration within the 3 days, analytics-based leakage prevention, and the most important thing in our country, which is very rare, that is when this proposal was given in the GST Council, the federal consensus of this country was there that all the state government, even I would like to thank all the state government in this respect, unanimously supported by all the states, and this is a hallmark of the cooperative federalism of our great country, that is India. So I would like to thank all the state government from this dais, and I believe that this will help both the common people as well as the investor, and as we dream to make this country Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. So politically, someone can differ from the Honorable Prime Minister. Someone can also has the difference with me in political alignment. But all together we are Indians, and we should not have any kind of differences in that goal, that we have to be a Viksit Bharat at or before 2047. Thank you very much. I think I have not taken much time of you. Thank you very much.
So, In 2016, when the GST Act was first brought in, that was a much needed reform. And GST 2.0 after 2016, now in 2025, is again the welcome reform, and you have beautifully in your speech highlighted the various sectors benefiting from this GST 2.0 reforms, the impact on the affordability, the stimulating the domestic manufacturing, encouraging the agriculture sector, and moving on towards our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So can I request all of you to give a big round of applause once again to our guest speaker, Dr. Sukanta Majumder. Now I'm sure we would have some questions in our mind, and to facilitate this question and answer session, may I request CA Rishi Khator, President Views Exchange, to moderate this session on question and answers. Rishi ji.
Chai pila do.
Thank you, Neeraj. Honorable Union Minister, Dr. Sukanta Majumder, my professional colleagues from other association, on the dais, off the dais, a very good afternoon to all of you. Sir, you have very beautifully explained the GST 2.0 with details, and we have received some questions from our audience. So we would like to have your learned views on that. Amidst global uncertainty, GST 2.0 insulates our Indian economy, and as you rightly said, GST 2.0 is aspirational for the middle class. Very well said. Sir, I would like to, the question from the audience, how GST 2.0 will benefit citizens and businesses, if you can.
See, already I have discussed these things, that, you know, the essential commodities, the amount of GST we used to charge, that has been decreased. And the decrease is, you know, from somewhere it is 0%, especially in case of food items, high temperature, that means pasteurized milk. And in case of roti, paratha, it is 0%. In case of some essential commodities such as toothpaste and all these daily days commodities, it is 5%. So obviously, when the my kitty, it will create a less pressure on my kitty and all the other middle class people. I also belong to a middle class family. So when I have much money in my kitty, then what I will do? I will try to invest somewhere, maybe in the share market, maybe in SIP or somewhere else, or maybe some kind of entrepreneurship I will think of. So on the one hand, I will have less burden on me, and then that money will be channelized to some other sector. And not only that, it will increase the tax base, it will increase the purchasability, the demand will be generated. So when the demand will be generated, as much I understand the economics, so obviously the manufacturing unit, they will have to produce much more than the previous time. So obviously the economy of this country will increase, and the people, those are entrepreneurs, they will have much more work to do for the people of this country.
Okay, thank you. So it will spur household consumption, spur business investment, and also with the backdrop of stable labor market, we expect the economy to grow. So what impact, incremental impact do you think GDP will have due to GST 2.0?
No, so I feel that 0.3% as per the SBI research, it is a kind of prediction, I think. Keep it here. I was going through that SBI research, that 0.3% increase on the basis will be there in the GDP. So I feel that India's GDP is increasing very fast, and one of the largest, fastest economy, fastest growing largest economy we are. So we feel that this speculation will be reached by this economy of this country, and will at least 3.3 basis it will be increased.
Okay. Sir, lowering of GST rates may impact the revenue of the state. So is there any plan afloat for compensating states for loss of revenue?
No, see, again, I will cite that example. I think around the loss will be there in that SBI research paper. According to them, a short-term decline of 85,000 crore will be there, according to that SBI research. But I think that also SBI report, that also research report also says that the consumption will be boost and it will be around 1.98 lakh crore. So, along with that, as I mentioned, that 40%, that slab is there for the cigarette, pan masala, we call them luxury goods and the big car. So, this 40% GST slab has been introduced to encompass tobacco, pan masala and aerated beverages. And these things, I think, with the states, that will help the states, to compensate. And in near future, it will be beneficial for both the states. And previously, I won't name any politician, but it was opposed vigorously by all the people of the opposition. They used to call it Gabbar Singh tax. And now, I think that after 2.0, I think it is growth sahayak tax. G for growth, S for sahayak, and T for tax. So now, at least I will call it as growth sahayak tax, not as Gabbar Singh tax.
A round of applause, please. Thank you. So I was about to ask about 40% GST slab. You have already explained that. Is there any plan to introduce petroleum within GST?
So that has been I have mentioned about the federalism of this country. So as it has decided, these slabs or these reforms has been decided unanimously, even in case of petroleum. To compensate the loss of the states, this petroleum is along with the states now. Okay, they have the state VAT and all these things.
Yeah.
So again, the corporate federalism says that the GST Council will take the decision, and you know that in GST Council, the state are the representative. So Finance Minister of this country is the chairman, but along with her, all the representative, state representative from all the states are there. Even when the GST was introduced first time, the chairman was from my state, our state only.
Yes.
Our erstwhile finance minister of this state, Professor Amit Mitra, he was the chairman of the GST Council. So it's a kind of group of people. So where the representative of the central government is there, representative from the state governments are there. So they have to take the decision. No single person cannot take that decision.
Sir, even though at the cost of repetition, but this question was from the floor, as to what GST reforms have been introduced in healthcare and medical, if you can repeat again.
As I mentioned in my speech, 33 very essential medicines, the tax on those medicines has been decreased. Decrease means it is now zero, total zero. So this is the one important thing, I think. Another thing is that the tax or the GST on the premiums of health insurance. So now it is zero. So it will help to people to afford the health insurance for them, because the coverage of insurance of this country is very less. You know better than me. If we compare the advanced countries with our country, then the coverage of insurance is comparatively less in this country. So as we decreased the GST, or rather I should say nil in case of premiums of health insurances, so it will be much more lucrative for the common people, and much more people will come under this insurance coverage, and it will boost the health sector. And as the tax has been decreased, so obviously it will increase, it will encourage the manufacturer to invest much more, and will become the pharmacy of the world.
Sir, about healthcare and medical you just explained. Now, presently hospital, clinics, diagnostic centers are exempt from GST. Now, if it is from learned professionals, we understand if instead of exemption it is brought to zero rate, then these institutions will be able to avail the input tax credit, and it will again reduce the cost of medical services.
So it is your suggestion, I think.
It is our suggestion. Is the government thinking on this line?
Okay, so I am not the appropriate person to answer this. Okay. So I would just ask you. I would like to request you to send me a my official mail will be available with you. I will share it with you and send your proposal. I can convey this message to our Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji.
So many thanks, sir. And how is GST 2025 or 2.0 encouraging innovation and green growth? If you can throw some light on that.
Yes, in my speech I have skipped those points. We have decreased GST on drones. So as I mentioned, the green revolution, along with the increase of the productivity of this country, brought some side effects. So this decrease in the taxes, GST on the drones from 18 to 5%. So it will help in the innovation, and as well as the use of drone-like technologies in the agricultural sector. In the use of drone-like technologies in the agricultural sector, it is mostly used in case of sprinkling of pesticide and the fertilizers, and it will also benefit simultaneously. One hand, it will increase the innovation, and on the other hand, it will also if the farmers they increase the use of this kind of technologies in the agricultural sector, it will decrease the chances of coming direct contact with those hazardous chemicals, and it will decrease the occurrence of cancer among the farmers, I think.
Okay, thank you. And sir, as you rightly said, on many products GST rates have been decreased, and people want to understand, like despite that, many traders, many suppliers may still be charging at a higher rate. So is the government thinking of taking any steps to ensure that supplies correspond to the new lower rates of GST?
No, this is a problem which is yet to be sorted out, I think. And even when the Honorable Finance Minister visited this state, after the GST implementation, I think we at that time also we have mentioned the bodies, those who are present there, they have mentioned this point to Honorable Finance Minister, and we are regular interacting with the industry, and we'll discuss, and I feel that the Indian industry sector is always remain always we remain in contact, we have conversations, so we'll manage it very easily.
Sir, India is still having huge population coming under agriculture and rural livelihood. So GST 2.0, what reforms, how it is impacting them?
Now see, as we have decreased the taxes, as I mentioned in my speech, especially on the tractors, which help to mechanize the agricultural sector. Till we have been mechanized almost, but it will also encourage the much more mechanization, and it will create it will also increase increase the productivity of our country, and along with that we have also decreased the GST on the biopesticide from 12% to 5%, this will help or this will attract the farmers to use much more biopesticide, and it will be beneficial for both the consumers as well as the farmers, because farmers, as they are using this harmful pesticide, it is affecting them directly. Even we are consumer, we are consuming the rice, same rice, we are also getting affected indirectly. So it will, it will create a kind of organic ecosystem in the agricultural sector of this country, and it will also increase the income of the common farmers, because organic products are much more appreciable to the people, especially the wealthy people. They want to live much more because they have much more money. So obviously they opt for that organic organic product, and it will help to create a much more wealth generation in agricultural sector.
Thank you. Any question from the floor? Only on GST, please. Yeah, Anupji, please.
माननीय मंत्री महोदय, मेरा प्रश्न हिंदी में रहेगा, यदि आप मुझे अनुमति
मैं हिंदी में ही जवाब दूंगा, चिंता मत करिए।
सर्वप्रथम इस मंच पे आने के लिए जहाँ 6 एसोसिएशन हमारी इकट्ठी हुई है, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सरकार को भी बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा, जहाँ पर GST 2 रिफॉर्म्स अंडर जियो पॉलिटिकल कंडीशंस में उन्होंने लाया, और साधारण मानुष, मुझे साधारण व्यक्तिगत जरूर इससे लाभान्वित हैं। मेरे जैसे व्यक्ति की जिसकी दवा मैं 1000 रुपये के महीने की लेता था, वो अभी मैंने 900 रुपये की ली है, तो 100 रुपये तो सीधे मेरे पॉकेट पे बचत हुई है, एकदम साफ प्रदर्शित हो रहा है। मैं थोड़ा सा ध्यान आपका आकर्षित करना चाहूँगा SME और MSME इंडस्ट्रीज़ के ऊपर में, जहाँ कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स पे अभी भी उनके रॉ मटेरियल्स पे सर 18% की GST है, एंड उनके आउटपुट पे अभी भी 5% की GST है। तो ये 13% जो डिफरेंस है सर, उनके खाते में रह जाता है इनपुट के लेजर में। सरकार ने बहुत अच्छी व्यवस्था की हुई है, इसे हम इन्वर्टेड टैक्स क्रेडिट बोलते हैं, और इन्वर्टेड टैक्स क्रेडिट के थ्रू वो अपना इसके रिफंड की प्राप्ति करते हैं। तो मेरा आपसे अनुरोध रहेगा कि ये रिफंड प्राप्ति में काफ़ी सरकारी व्यवधान रहते हैं, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसीड्यूर, लैप्सेस, एंड देयर आर बॉटलनेक्स इन बिटवीन। मतलब मैं इस बात को खूब स्पष्टतया समझाना नहीं चाहूँगा, आप समझ पा रहे हैं कि रिफ़ंड लेना कितनी बड़ी असुविधा होती है, और ये ज़्यादातर मझोले और लघु व्यापारियों के लिए है। तो इस बारे में आपकी क्या राय है सर?
देखिए, मैं आपको यही बोलूँगा कि ये जो फर्स्ट टाइम हमने 90% जो रिफ़ंड है वो अपफ्रंट रिफ़ंड में, जैसे मैंने मेंशन किया अपने स्पीच पे, तो हमने किया है। फिर भी अगर कोई दिक्कत है या जो बॉटलनेक्स के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हैं, मैं आपसे इतना ही आग्रह करूंगा कि आप ये जो बॉटलनेक्स है इसको थोड़ा लिख के मुझे दीजिए। तो मैं, जैसे मैंने पहले ही बोला हूँ कि मैं एक मैसेंजर हूँ, मैं आपका मैसेज निर्मला जी तक पहुँचाने का काम करूँगा, हनुमान जी की तरह। तो मेरा काम वही है। आपको जो लगता है, मैं आपको बोलूँगा कि सिर्फ बॉटलनेक्स नहीं, इस बॉटलनेक्स से कैसे बाहर निकला जाए। व्हाट आर योर सजेशन फ्रॉम द बॉडीज, यू डिस्कस, आप लोग डिस्कस करिए कि ये सिस्टम है, इसमें ये खामियां हैं। तो खामियां तो हम सब दिखा सकते हैं, लेकिन भारत उस युग से चला गया कि खामियां तोड़ दो फोड़ दो, चला गया युग। अब नया युग है, खामियां है, आप ये सजेशन है हमारा, ये करिए, तो इस खामियों से हम बाहर आ सकते हैं। तो आप हमें सजेशन दीजिए। मैं, जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला, मैं आदरणीय निर्मला जी तक ये पहुंचा दूंगा, और सब मिलकर डिस्कस करेंगे कि देखिए, बिजनेस बॉडीज़ के साथ सरकार की जितनी भी वार्ता होगी, जैसे इंट्रोडक्टरी स्पीच में उन्होंने बताया कि जितना चाणक्य ने भी उन्होंने भी ये बताया है कि राजा वही अच्छा होता है जो हमेशा कोलैबोरेटिव डायलॉग के बारे में बात करते हैं, या डायलॉग करता है अपनी प्रजा से या अपनी बिजनेस कम्युनिटी से। तो मुझे लगता है कि आप लोगों के साथ हमारा ये डायलॉग और भी ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, और ये इनफॉर्मल होना चाहिए। ऐसे नहीं सिर्फ कि हम कुछ लोग इधर बैठे हैं, कुछ लोग नीचे बैठे हैं, एक टेबल में बैठकर बात होनी चाहिए, और एक दोस्त की तरह बात होनी चाहिए कि सरकार ऐसी एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करे कि आप लोग MSME, छोटे मझेले जो बिजनेसमैन हैं, उनको और भी सुविधा मिले, क्योंकि जॉब क्रिएशन चाहिए हमें। इतना बड़ा यूथ है हमारा, जॉब क्रिएशन आप ही कर सकते हैं। यू आर द जॉब क्रिएटर ऑफ दिस कंट्री, स्पेशली द MSMEs। और वेस्ट बंगाल का एमएसएमई में बहुत ज़्यादा योगदान है, तो सबसे ज़्यादा एमएसएमई मैं अगर गलत नहीं हूँ पश्चिम बंगाल से ही है, अगर मैं ज़्यादा गलत नहीं हूँ तो
Yes, you are right.
मुझे लगता है कि आप लोगों का जो भी सजेशन है वो हमें दीजिए, हम पहुँचा देंगे।
Thank you. I think no more further questions. We are towards moving. As Reserve Bank of India has announced increase in the economic GDP growth rate and also reduction in inflation to around 2% by the end of this financial year 26. GST 2.0 is going to bring in revolution in economy also, aspirational too. So friends, please put your hands together for our Honorable Minister for so efficiently answering all the questions. Thank you. Thank you so much.
হ্যাঁ, একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল স্যার। জিএসটিতে অনেক ক্ষেত্রে চার্জ জিরো করে দিয়েছেন, কিন্তু সেই সুফল কিন্তু সাধারণ মানুষ সব ক্ষেত্রে পাচ্ছে না। যেমন দুধ বা বিস্কুট, পাউরুটি এই সমস্ত কিন্তু মার্কেটে জিএসটি রিমুভ হওয়ার আগে যা ছিল এখনও তাই আছে। এবং এই
মানে
নিয়ে
আপনি বলতে চাইছেন যে জিএসটি রেট কমানোর পরেও ম্যানুফ্যাকচারার যারা তারা এখনো পর্যন্ত রেটটা কমায়নি। এটা মূলত হচ্ছে যে ওল্ড স্টক যেটা আছে সেই স্টকটা সেই বিজনেসম্যান ধরুন 18% বা 5% জিএসটি দিয়ে কিনেছে, তো সে নতুন স্টক আসা না পর্যন্ত পুরনো ইয়েতে বিক্রি করছে। আমরা বিজনেস বডিগুলোর সাথে কন্টিনিউয়াস কথা বলছি, আমাদের সরকার, আমরা বলতে আমাদের সরকার কথা বলছে, মিনিস্ট্রিও কথা বলছে, খুব তাড়াতাড়ি এই সমস্যার সমাধান হয়ে যাবে।
না, দুধ পাউরুটি এগুলো তো রোজ ম্যানুফ্যাকচার হচ্ছে, এই ক্ষেত্রে কমবে না কেন?
I think sir has adequately answered your question, so let us move forward.
না, যেগুলোতে কমে যাবার কথা কোথাও যদি না কমে আমাদেরকে জানাবেন, আমরা উপযুক্ত ব্যবস্থা নেব। ঠিক আছে,
Thank you. So I must thank our moderator CA Rishi Khatorji, our moderator CA Rishi Khatorji, and our guest speaker Dr. Sukanta Majumder to elaborately explaining and answering those questions. Now may I invite CA Rajesh Kankadia ji, President CKCA, to summarize this session.
Thank you, Neeraj ji. Respected Honorable Minister, Dr. Sukanta Majumder, my fellow presidents, distinguished members and esteemed participants. Before summarizing, I just wanted to share that I have a connection with Dr. Majumder by the way that I am also from North Bengal, born and brought up at Raiganj, and which is in Uttar Dinajpur district, and Mr. Majumder is from Balurghat constituency, which is in Dakhin Dinajpur. So I just wanted to share that. Yeah, previously it was Paschim Dinajpur only, and now then it was divided into Uttar and Dakshin. So now he is in Dakshin and we are Uttar. And he is also, still now he is in Malda College also, and that is in North Bengal. Thank you, sir. It is indeed a great privilege to summarize this highly insightful session on GST 2 reforms. Dr. Majumder, your keynote address was lucidly highlighted the Government of India's vision for GST 2, which aims at simplifying compliance, rationalizing rate structure, integrating advanced technology and AI analytics, and ensuring seamless flow of input tax credit while curbing evasion. Sir, you have also underlined the decrease of GST rates, making middle class people to have more purchasing power and fulfill their aspirations. Moreover, exempting 33 life-saving drugs have also helped a lot. So these reforms reflect the government's commitment to evolve GST into truly one nation, one tax, one market framework, making India Atmanirbhar Bharat and making the old proverb of Gabbar Singh tax to growth Sahayak tax. GST is now growth Sahayak tax. The interactive session, question answer session moderated by CA Rishi Thakurji brought out valuable professional perspectives on upcoming challenges and opportunities under GST 2, from digital return reconciliation to sectoral simplification measures and so many other which we have already discussed. On behalf of all organizing bodies, ACE, DTPA, BIP Charter Accountants, CKCA, BBD Bag and Views Exchange, I sincerely thank you, Honorable Minister Sir, for sharing your time and vision with us. Your address has greatly inspired the professional community to partner with Government of India's in implementing the next generation GST reforms. We look forward for further such programs with GOI. Thank you very much. Jai Hind and Jai Jinendra. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajaji, for wonderfully summarizing the session. And last but not the least, may I request CS Sanjeev Sanghi, President BBD Bag, to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Neeraj, for coordinating the whole session. To the Honorable Minister of State for Education and Development of North Region, Government of India, Dr. Sukanta Majumder, we are really, really thankful to you. I request each and everyone present over here to please give a very, very big round of applause to a cause, to a purpose, to a clarity of the minister coming in front and speaking about the growth story of our country. Growth story to state about how we are transforming from Gabbar Singh tax to Growth Sahaya tax. Sir, we wanted to really thank you from the bottom of our heart, from all the 6 organizations who have came for the first time. You know, all the professional organizations coming for the first time and trying to make an impact, make a difference. And I would also like to thank Jinesh Vanjara ji for taking this lead along with Parth Gautam Sarma ji, IRS 2014 batch, who has also come forward, and to all the dignitaries and present over here for this cause. Let me tell you, sir, the world today is more towards collaboration, unity, education, and when these kind of reforms comes in, when this kind of thought process comes in, wherein we think about small and middle class families, we talk about all the percentage which increase the consumption, which increase the confidence of investors, which increase the burden of being more compliant and easing the compliance process. I think a lot has been thought, and it's all about walking the talk. When we work on these kind of reforms, we showcase ourselves to the entire world. And we as professionals sitting over here are so proud and so happy to see you coming in front and addressing all our questions and talking so humbly to each one of us for making this a great day for all of us to get inspired and to look forward for a future Bharat, a Viksit Bharat. Thank you once again to all the audience, to the press, media, and every one of us who is being with us today to make this a Viksit Bharat of tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjeev. And before we wrap up, it would be appropriate for a group photograph. So I request the dignitaries on the dais and the office bearers of all the 6 organizations, the past presidents, to kindly come up, and the members from the regional council and the central council also to come up, please.